Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you guys can hear me. What's up, Michelle's daughter? How you doing? Tell Michelle I said hello. What's up, Cheryl, the spoiler Burnett? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Child, I had a long day, so this may be short and sweet, but there are some things I wanted to say. Um, excuse me. What's up, Vibrant Low Moderator of the Year? How you doing? Hopefully, my sound is okay. Where do I want to start today? So I want to start really with let me see, Meta. So Meta, if you don't know, it's Facebook. They had earnings today. I just saw what happened. Their stock price rose like $70, $80 after the market closed. Microsoft did well. So if anybody's looking at that, all that's really to me what's successful now is AI. The big companies, AI. So Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA. Those are the main three that I really see. I mean, you can say TSM, which is Taiwan Semiconductor. Those are to me are coming across as the safe plays right now. Everything else is pretty much a risk. Now I know Domino's Pizza they went up, but I don't know why they went up. Um, but if people are looking for safe plays, it seems to be the top AI stuff is the safe play. Um, what else I want to talk about? Real world situation. Nothing else really in the real world. Some basketball player, you know him, got Gilbert Arenas. Sure, do you know Gilbert Arenas? He got arrested for some being inside some kind of gambling ring, but he said he wasn't. Um, but to be honest, I'm not feeling good about. Even though things are going to, you know, all time highs and stuff, I'm not feeling good. Jerome Powell had his conference today, and they pretty much said that for what I heard, he pretty much said y'all should be grateful that I'm not raising interest rates to keep inflation in check. So I just feel y'all there's gonna be a big crash coming. I just feel that way. I don't know what's gonna cause it. I just feel there's gonna be a big crash. I honestly feel like they're not addressing this whole situation where they want AI to replace the workforce, but they're not understanding in order to what keeps the economy going is us buying stuff. If you lay people off, yes, companies make more money because they have less labor, but there's less people buying because we don't have no jobs. They're not addressing that. And that's just so weird to me. Yeah, okay, AI do the job, but what happened to the person who did the job, who did get their paycheck and go buy food at Walmart, who didn't go and shop online to Amazon? What y'all not addressing that? So to me, I feel like it's going to cause a huge, huge crack in our economic system that they're not anticipating, and it's going to cause a major crash. I just don't see this because our cost of living has gone up, but our pay is the same. It just don't make no sense. And with inflation, only benefits the rich because when they sell their products, they can raise their prices, right? Even if it's not costing them that much or increase to raise it. They just say, "Oh, well, we have to keep up with our the market." Child, I don't know. But let me say to those who have stopped by. Cheryl the Spoiler Burnett says yes, he's playing with the law. He already got past felony charges. Hmm. Ooh, child. Michelle's daughter. Ooh, Lord, I ain't seen one of these in a minute. Thank you, Michelle's daughter. How do I put that on the screen, child? Yeah. Michelle's daughter has been generous to the program. She has sent $10. Thank you so much. Michelle's daughter, stay tuned to my community wall. I'll have to make you a little thumbnail so you can put it on your desk or your wall or frame it in your house. But thank you so much, Michelle's daughter. Tell Michelle I thank you for raising a kind daughter. Hallelujah. Thank you. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle's daughter, for your kindness. I really do appreciate that, child. It's gonna go straight to my StreamYard bill. Yeah. All right, Sir King and Sir King, we need the ladies. What you need the ladies for? What you need the ladies for, Robert Love? What's up, Southern Belle? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, let me see here. Child, this StreamYard thing is crazy. Okay. All right. What's up, Nessa A? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Simplify Success? Please don't say it. Say what? Simplify Success. What you? Please don't say what. Oh, but let me tell you something though. Also, Simplify Success. He negotiating this tariff stuff, right? And he was gonna say that he was supposed to been had an agreement with the Chinese, but that he keep kicking the can down the road. But what he's doing is he's negotiating 15% here, 10% here. But what you got to understand is that that's going to raise the cost for us. That's going to raise the cost for us. So even though he said he making this money through tariff income or whatever they call that, okay, but that's going to raise the cost for us because the businesses has already said we're going to pass the cost on to the consumer. Right? So it's I don't know, I don't know. I mean, crypto's crazy because anytime the market experiences a downturn, what happens? That sells off. What they call it, a risk asset. So, child, like somebody say, go into whatever gold and silver and all that. It's just really, my feeling is just that I don't know. It's just weird right now. And we may not see things until they talk about the end of the summer. So September, October, towards the end of the year. And then they said the man was going to cut rates in September. Then they're like, oh well, that might not happen now. I'm like, what? So I think really what would be crazy is if Trump sits up there and finds a way to move that man out of office and force a cut. To be honest, that'd be crazy if he forced Jerome Powell out of office because Jerome, dude, Jerome is stronger than anybody because Trump is out here saying Jerome is the stupidest person in the world. He's dumb. He's too late. He's horrible. He don't know what he's doing. That's pretty hard for somebody to sit up there and bash your leg, bash you publicly and post about you. And you got to remain professional. Like you can't say nothing. Like he can, but obviously, that'll only incentivize romp. Okay. All right. Let me see what else. Okay, hold on, y'all. 1 second. Okay. You believe it? You say, "What's up, Philly T? How you doing? Good to see you." Robin Lowe says, "Trickle down economics. It's trickle down something, right?" And I know it's a lot of people making money in the stock market, but it's too volatile, man. It's like one day you up, one day you down, one day you up, one day you down. It's like nothing consistent. So, like I said, the only people I see really making money consistently and going up are the major tech players. But shit, at the end of the day, that's gonna find out to dry up too. You know what I mean? So they call it the great melt up, but I'm still trying to understand it. Like, okay, it's melting up, but something's going to cause it to come crumbling down. And we were talking about our economy was bad way before Rump got in office. We started talking about inflation and all that way before that. I feel things are artificially propped up because people are using credit cards and all because of what is it, pay now, buy later, or what not, buy now, pay later means to maintain and keep buying stuff, and that's artificially inflating stuff because once they cap that out, what's going to happen? I mean, what's going to happen? So anyway, all right. Let me take a brief commercial break because like I said, I've been a long day. I want to talk about the Rico situation, the Briiine situation, the KRN situation, the Jay Wilson. Ooh, child, Lord have mercy. We'll be right back, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know what she was thinking. I know what I want to see. Bust that pussy.
Damn, what the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all supposed to be watching her motherfucking dance moves, not me. Shit.
Child. So let me tell y'all something. So listen, this Rico situation is kind of crazy. Um, It's sad that Rico lost his job because of a no call, no show. He said, I think he said he was working there only for a month, and that's kind of insane. Um, that he lost his job for that. I actually stopped by the church and prayed for Rico. I really did. I mean, I prayed him for some other things, but I did stop by the church. Now I don't brag about praying for people and all that other stuff, but I was thinking throughout the day today, and I was just like, damn, that is some fucked up shit that Rico had to go through because of the stuff online, and a lot of people, and I'm gonna break it down to you. I don't think everybody called for that motherfucking dog. I don't think everybody called for that motherfucking dog. I think people called because that dog was used as a means to get to Rico and to tangibly touch him in his life. That's what I feel. Being fired from ESPN, well, he put himself in that. I mean, he put that himself in that situation. But then he had that show anyway. Wasn't that show independent? I don't know. But Shannon Sharp, he put himself in that situation, and they told him to stop messing with them young girls because them young girls were only looking for a come up. All that stuff he had with that leaked audio, daddy, yeah, daddy, and all that. What's up, Sincere Sadie? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, so he put himself in that situation. He had bad brand awareness or bad PR, so management. But going back to that, I just feel a lot of people that give a damn about that dog. They use that dog as a means to touch Rico. That's how I feel about the situation. What's up, soul sister? That's how I feel about that situation. Oh Lord, and yeah. So like I said, I went by the church today. I prayed for Rico because I mean that was messed up, man. You talking about the jail condition. He lost his job, and I'm sure I hit Rico when he went home and that dog wasn't there. And all you gotta do is listen to silence in your house. That's fucked up. But Rico been through a lot. I'm sure he gonna capitalize. I was listening to Rico. I said, man, Rico should team up with Tim Blaine, and Rico should write a book. Rico should write a book. I was talking because he is right. He been through a lot. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's more for him. But people have their vices too that keep them from going where they need to go. But I feel like Rico would be receptive if somebody was to take, I guess, a chance on him. But who knows? I don't know. I mean, he over there frolicking with Wally. I'm like, oh my god! I said, if you don't leave that Mister Fathead, Potato Head alone, why don't you go over there? That man dissed you and still don't really respect you fully, Rico. You like him? Why? I don't know. Okay. Whew. Sure. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, let me leave that alone. But yeah. So you know, yeah. It's so much. I gotta be delicate about what I say. But I told y'all that before Rico even got locked up. I said y'all need to be careful how y'all fuck with people because when y'all sit up here and take things away from people that are giving them the motivation to wake up and go on, they gonna turn their sights on you. They gonna turn their sights on you. And sure enough, he said, y'all took my job, y'all took my dog. Now what I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? So y'all keep playing around. You know what I mean? Y'all keep playing games, okay? So Rico, keep your head up. And the reason why I got Rico as a businessman, Rico, make money. And somebody over there using your shit, charge them just like you chin check Billie Jean. Billie Jean all around here stealing people's shit. No offense I ain't got nothing against Billie Jean, but everybody know Billie Jean in my history, okay? I'm out here trying to save the girl from losing her motherfucking job. She gonna come turn on me. So I'm never gonna forget that. All right. But anyway, that's not here, that's not there. But if anybody using your footage to profit off of, damn right, Rico, demand some kind of form of payment, okay? Because if you was to do that shit to them, they would be screaming and yelling. And I know how that mashup game go. It ain't no money really made in that mashup because they sitting up there trying to find ways to sit up there and copyright claim they work and all that shit. So while you have an opportunity to make money, Rico, on your situation, your story, because many of people are doing that, make sure you get your coin dollars just like you told Billie Jean. If you want to use your shit, she need to pay you, and that goes for anybody else. So I totally agree. I totally agree with that. So, I would say, make the most of the moment. That's all I got to say. Cause I'm sure you got bills over there that you need to get paid since your streaming income was taken from you. Now, yeah, Billie Jean, and Billie Jean, you know how this game go. This is a new day. This ain't 2018 where people just promote. This day and age, people are very sensitive about their stuff being used. So you probably gonna have to ask everybody, uh, can you get permission, or you gonna be doing that self destruct video stuff. But that Rico situation is sad because anybody who's been around here for a long time know Rico's story. And it seemed that whenever something good happened to him, boom, there comes something negative, and that's unfortunate that that's been the tale of his story. I was just wondering, like, if Rico's ever, let's say if Tyler Perry was to scoop up Rico. Oh no, let me not say that way. But if Tyler Perry was to give Rico an opportunity and able to change his life, would Rico really stay on that path? Or will he go back to the vices that held him back? That's the question, and that's something I would like to see. If given the opportunity, will Rico take the opportunity and go full fledged? That's something I would, I often ask myself regarding the Rico story because I don't think he ever gets an opportunity. But who knows? Who knows? All right. What else I want to say? So KRN, everybody. I mean, since all this has happened, KRN, you've been like a ghost. You've been invisible. You have not said anything. And to be honest, I mean, we got to get honest commentary. The call that you made probably incited others to call. Really took whoever made the authority, whoever authorized the arrest warrant or whatever for animal abuse, kind of was maybe galvanized by you showcasing it on your platform. So for you to be silent, am I wrong? Has he released a statement? That's kind of the antithesis of your brand, because your brand is known to be, rock with it, braggadocious, real with it, but all of a sudden there's silence. Come on now, that's not. I'm not saying for you to come out here and implicate yourself or say what you did, but some statement needs to be made. Because now all of a sudden there's no news at King Roman News. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it 100. That's not how we rock and roll over here. Yeah, there's a real life situation that's transpired, but that real life situation transpired because of your involvement. And now there ain't nothing being said. It's crickets over there. I'm just saying, that's not how. That's the antithesis of your brand, ain't it? I'm just saying, that's the antithesis of your brand. And I'm not saying implicate. I'm not saying whole, be 100% down for what transpired, but to be over there and be cobwebs and nothing said, that's crazy to me. But I guess unless there's something legal going on, I don't know. Then you gotta stay on mute because we know the only thing that keep people on mute over here is some legal proceedings. So I don't know, but I mean it's kind of cowardly to sit up here and stunt and flex and threaten, and then now and you see what transpired, and it ain't shit. I mean, you ain't got nothing to say. I'm just saying, it's just like, ooh. Sir King, KRA did a post earlier saying he's, but that's not good. See, that's that fucked up shit though. I don't like that. See us soon. And I'm not coming at you. Don't think I'm yelling at you, Robert Love. See us soon. That ain't that. But that's what I'm saying. That's child. Okay, okay. I didn't see the post, so it just says "see us soon." That's not that's the antithesis. That's what I'm saying. Everybody want to talk big Willie, big shit until the moment get too motherfucking big, until it get too real. People putting up threats and shit like that. Person got touched in real life, got real life situation, and you gonna see us talking about you see us soon? You ain't going on motherfucking vacation. This ain't spring break. This ain't summer break. See, that's what people post when they going out of season or they doing a season for their show. See you soon. See, if you portray something the way, let me just say, if your persona is big and bad, Mr. Big Willie Big Shit, then it's gotta be Mr. Big Willie Big Shit all the time. Now, obviously, you have to have emotional intelligence as to say, okay, this is a serious situation. They may have real life implications, so I cannot sit here and say what I want to say, but I can at least say something. And what that something to be is, well, I'm sorry about what transpired. I don't agree with what has transpired. And that's my comment for right now. Right? But to go on mute to say see you soon, to act like you a ghost from Ghostbusters, that's not cognizant of that's the antithesis of your brand. That's not, I don't know. I'm not asking for nobody to rile up nothing, but all that shit that went into play, into motion to make that shit happen with Rico, and now we get nothing? You ain't saying nothing? Except see you soon? But that man life got touched for real though. That man life got touched for real. I don't know. I don't know. I would say I don't agree with the actions that transpired of him losing his job, but I am for animal rights, and that's where I stand. That's it. But to say nothing, anyway, that's my commentary. I'm just shocked. I just thought something would have been said besides "see you soon," but I have to check out the post myself and see if that's sufficient. Simplified Success says his ego has exploded. This is a virtual app. I never thought he would go that low. Well, let me tell you something, Simplified Success. This app changes a lot of people trust and believe. I had somebody who sat next to me for 4 or 5 years, and I never thought that motherfucker was like what I see today. So attention, numbers, money, control, influence, they could change you. They could change you. They can make you have you doing shit that you never thought you would do, and it could be a high. Like I said, once again, trust. A dude sat next to me 4 or 5 years, and never did I ever thought he would ever do the things that I'm seeing to this day. If you was to ask me, he would do this to you in 4 or 5 years. I say, get out of my face, stop being messy. You trying to sow division. But look at what I see right here. Look at what I see today. Well, yeah, yeah, but the ego, but yeah, I mean, but everything that goes into being a content creator and is successful at that will definitely inflate the ego. But to see something that had real life ramifications and repercussions and influence on somebody's life, that's that, and then not to have no comments, it's just crazy to me. That's all. What's up, Dr. Soapy? That's just crazy to me. That's the antithesis of what you are. That's the antithesis of your brand. And if that was dealing with anybody else, you would have said, "What? Where are you? Crickets? Crickets? We don't hear nothing now." So that's what I'm saying. If that man does something to himself, everyone who's involved will be implicated, no matter who it is. Good point. Good point. I told him they playing a dangerous game. Y'all playing a dangerous game. Dangerous game. Dangerous game. Dangerous. Like y'all just don't know. And a lot of people are pushing want see like it's all good when it ain't your life. They say what's he out here that song My Life, Your Entertainment? So y'all looking at that man life as entertainment. Really? Oh, let's see if we can get his dog taken away. Let's see. Now y'all trying to do reverse psychology. Oh, y'all don't kill the dog because the dog gonna be euthanized. See why y'all set up it? Oh, so now we gonna play that game. Y'all should have thought about that shit before y'all started picking up the phone and dialing digits. Y'all should have been thought about how y'all actions gonna something impact that dog and whether or not it was gonna be able to find a home. Cause right now, since y'all recklessly picking up phones and dialing animal agencies. Do you not know that shelters are over capacity because people cannot afford to treat or feed or care for their dogs? Do you not know that? And that's a nationwide issue, not just a New York issue. It's a nationwide issue that people are sitting up here having they're dumping their dogs in front of animal clinics and veterinarian offices and stuff like that because they can no longer care for their pets. They can no longer afford the payments for the shots or the for the dog food or the cat food or for whatever bathing treatment they need to keep the damn uh what they call them things, fleas away. So y'all need to think about more about what y'all doing and the long term ramifications for that. Anyway, let me see what y'all saying. Um Dr. Sophie says, I'm concerned. This is what I do. Excuse me. Okay, I lied. You got to have a strong self awareness for yourself to be successful and not lose who you are. Then and only then that money won't change you. You do have to have a strong sense of who you are. I mean, but it's a lot of it's a lot of shit that goes on over here. A lot of stuff. So that's what I wanted to say regarding that. That's kind of crazy. Like I said, the man lost his job. I don't know. It's just that whole situation is wild. Who knows about the dog? If he would get it back, he probably won't get it back. And then on top of that, they saying the dog had patches on him that was way before in which Rico obtained ownership of that dog. So I don't know. It's insane. But he says I've been around a long time and I've seen a lot of people change over time. Oh yeah, I definitely seen a lot of people change. Like, and then what's weird about this situation, this app for the T, is that this app will make people become a character or a persona that is the direct opposite of who they are in real life. Skinny waist wear. This app got people sitting up here bragging that they brag that they got a skinny waist, and then people co-sign on it, knowing damn well the people on their own block ain't gonna co-sign that they got a skinny waist. Like it's just crazy to me. Um, this man may feel he has lost everything. It's only so much. Oh yeah, Doctor Subby, I said that before. I said he said it pretty much himself. You take everything away from me, then what? Then what? He low key is saying that y'all taking everything away from then what? So I'm not gonna put words in that man's mouth, but if you listen to his video, he said, "Then what? Then what?" So I mean, he gonna say, "I'm gonna set my sights on motherfucking you." Right? What they say, the dangerous man is someone who don't have nothing to lose. And if he feels that you're the reason in which he lost everything, like y'all need to start. Like y'all. I gotta be. Y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to put yourselves in the mind of a person who lost everything and don't have anything. Let me tell you something. Okay. Y'all keep playing with people. What's up, Keisha Bishop? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you having a pleasant day. Dr. Sophie says that's why I'm leaving. Affinity should have been gone. And like I said, a lot of people see this as sport. They see digging in people's background and stuff like this and all that. As fun until it gets real. And then you want to yell that it's virtual. I don't believe in that virtual bullshit. That's why we doing shit. I have rules in Avatar Nation. We don't dox. We don't do none of that shit over here. No, because there's no need to. Keep it on YouTube. Okay, Keisha Bishop. It's their fault they put themselves in these predicaments. I don't know. Some people, if you ain't raised with the right family, you can find yourself in a predicament that you never should have been in, or you could be riding with your crew, be innocent as day because some people done some fucked up shit you didn't know about. You imagine how many people just been hanging around with people they didn't know did some fucked up shit, and they wind up, dead. You know what I mean? It's just that I can't, I ain't get with that. But good luck to Rico. I wish you the best for everything. Keep your head up. I did pray for you. I hope that that the universe blesses you with a unique opportunity that takes you to. I really honestly think, I don't know. I think really Rico need a new start. He don't need to be in no like. He need to be on a farm somewhere. That's what I feel. Rico needs to be on a damn farm around a whole bunch of animals where he could just get a new start. Like he could just work on the farm and just don't have to worry about the rigmarole that come with daily city life. But then again, would he want to be in a situation like that? You know what I mean? So, simplify success. Always remember what goes around comes around. 10-4, what you put out there, the universe will come back. Just, just be hanging. Sorry, we'll come back. People just be hanging around with people. No, I agree. That's why you have to be careful what you do, because the universe is very clever in how it can get you back for stuff. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that. Something is wrong with a person who day and night allows toxicity into their experience. Well, Dr. Sophie, when I see that and I observe that, I feel like they have allowed themselves to be ensnared by those forces, right? You can either choose to let light into you, or you can choose to have darkness into you. And some people like to toy with their darkness, just as like some people like to be uplifted by joy and happiness. At the end of the day, you have to make that choice. So like, no, I'm not going to consume that. I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to think about those thoughts. You know, but that's the battle, all right? So because says, I wouldn't be riding with these people. They so predictable, and ain't praying for nobody, especially when they say, "No, I can't get down like that." Because I mean, like I'm a content creator. I know how much influence I have. I know how much influence I have had. So when I hear of a content creator going online, calling an agency to report somebody, then I see the effect of that. You know, Rico, how would you feel if the police come knock on your door at 6 a.m. in the morning and you got reported for some shit that you thought was innocent, and you wake up tomorrow with no job, you wake up down at the precinct, and I think your feelings would be totally different if that shit happened to you, and especially if that stuff was false pretense. I think you would feel totally different, Rico. I honestly do. I honestly do. So, what's up, next level? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And prayer ain't nothing. I mean, prayer is just a communication with the universe to wish somebody a better situation. That's all you're doing, pretty much. Um, what's up, Keenan? Most people don't bring their IRL on here. What's their IRL? What's that mean? Okay, let's see. That man is tired of starting over. I will be too. But you gotta understand, like in real life, that's kind of. Let me see what you said. Most people don't bring their entire. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's. I mean, you know, yeah. That's true. I mean, but some people have tried not to bring that in real life, when they got dots and shit like that. So they real life got, but I understand where y'all coming from with that statement. I definitely understand that with Rico, he's definitely been completely transparent. But that's been Rico's whole philosophy, is to be real, to be real, to be. He's always about being real, and that realness involves that, sharing everything, and with that comes damage or danger, or people roasting and gagging and affecting their real life. So Keena says, and when you're tired of starting over, you try something else. But you gotta understand, this application I don't know, I can't speak for Rico, but has probably given him connection to people that he would never have ever met. And I'm probably has put him in touch with people that if he did not have this application, he probably wouldn't have any real connection to people. And I may be totally wrong. He may be a social entity and have a lot of people in his real life, but I don't gather that. I feel like he has a lot of social connection for people due to these virtual applications. That's how I feel, but I may be totally wrong. So, Felicity says, and I wish really nothing but the best, but he's going to have to honor his words and still offer him. I agree. And it's crazy. He lost his job. He said due to a no call, no show. It wasn't because nobody called his job, from what I understand. Shush's old dusty musty chair says, "Hey y'all, my chat ultimately is the white folks are not Celtics' fault. They're allowed to interlope and roam and graze wherever and they commit curses." Well, I ain't going taking a racial component to that because I do got people who are various races. Kendall says, I have watched Rico for at least seven. Okay, but let me go back to that whole race thing. I do feel there are a couple people that maybe use a certain privilege that come with a certain demographic to maybe exacerbate the situation. But I'm not going to put that on all people who are not black. So, SK, I watched Rico for at least 7 years, and I understand needing connection with these folks who pray for your downfall. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. These people will sit up here and give you a hand up, and as you getting up off the ground, they will sit up here and step on your motherfucking ankle so hard that you fall back down again. I totally agree. And they just do that to see how it feels to make you fall and never get back up. Diablo says Rico seems to be a survivor. He is resilient or has been in the past. Hopefully, he will carry on as best as he can. I hope he does too. I hope, like I said, he needs to go to a damn farm. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go to a farm, and the reason why I said that, I feel he would be at peace on a farm. He would have animals there. The animals would love him back. He would get paid for working on the farm. I just think that he needs to be in that kind of environment where he's not surrounded by other crazy ass people. I hope he gets together, but how many problems have he keeps repeating the cycle? Yeah, and that alcohol too. You know, it's a lot of issues going on there. It's a lot of issues going on there. So that's what I gotta say. Look at Doris. She opened her purse, and now that she isn't able to give any money, those same folks don't want a thing to do with her. Yeah. Let me tell you something. These people don't like you. Well, these people don't like you. If you giving out money, they're not liking you for you. They got a whole crew back there that once they find out somebody giving money, they all over there and swarm over to that person and get money. It's a damn shame. It really is a damn shame how people just pretend to sit up in your face and like you because you giving them money, not because you genuinely, they genuinely like you. You know, he will not receive what he needs in the city. I agree. I agree, Dr. Sophie. I agree. So hopefully Rico gets what he, needs, and that's really it's really between him and God, him and the universe. And a lot of people just say God don't play about me. God don't. Stop using God. Do you really have a connection with God? Did God even know you? Do you even talk to God? And everybody want to sit there. God don't play. No, no, because God don't condone all your activities and stuff like that. Everybody want to throw God and stuff because it's rather convenient. But are your actions indicative of God? Hell, the hell no. What's up, Michi Black? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, let me see. They hustling people that way. They give these problems. They hustling people that way. They give these problems to the public. Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube is a hustle. I don't condone people being taken advantage of. Keita says I couldn't be transactional like they but so content creator they really get attention, but they gotta understand that attention is due to the money, not due to maybe that they like them. We see it all the time. We see it all the time. I agree, Dr. Sophie. In the city, there's way more people with problems. But if you go to the suburbs or wherever a rural area, they might not have the financing. They might not have the budget. So, all right, y'all. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna take a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back. I got some stuff I need to say about Brian and Jay Wilson and Treasure Lane.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no! Okay.
What's that?
All right, we are back. In case you didn't know, Treasure Lane is having a cruise in 2006. Yes, he is. Treasure Lane said he is having a cruise in 2006. Now, do we know if his big ass is going to sink the show? Did I say Shope? Oh, Lord, Dr. Soap, I see you. You're messing up my commentary saying Shope. Shope instead of ship. Do we know if his big ass going to sink the ship? I don't know, but he is having a cruise in 2026 to the Bahamas. I'm thinking I may go. I think I may go. He said anybody could go. He could say the trolls. Anybody could be up there. He even said Snowbella could even join. Yeah, I said 2026. Yeah, 2026. He is having a cruise in 2026. So I may sneak up in there, and he said anybody can come. So I may be there too. I don't know. But he said he wants to do that. He feels that that's something that he has toyed with, but was hesitant to do so. So he said that is the plan. So I guess you gotta look on his. I don't know his. I'm sure he's gonna have it posted on his security wall and all the other stuff. But I thought that was quite interesting. He said he ain't scared. He said he ain't gonna be hiding in no library or nothing like that. He said if you want to take a photo of him looking ratchet and all that, he don't give a damn. If you want to be hiding over there looking like a mole rat, looking at him, he don't care. He think if you want to sit up there and take the risk and fight and be imprisoned in somewhere outside of the country, then he said, take your best shot. So Dr. Summer said he not going. Y'all have fun. Woo. I hear you. Let me see what y'all saying. And then Keena says she might go. So, that's something that was interesting and positive. So I was good to hear that. I'm not going anywhere anymore on here. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Who gonna hook up with who? I'm just joking. So yeah, so that was some good positive news. All right, moving on from that. The other thing I want to talk about is just Brian. Brian, child, what's going on with your lying ass? Now he gonna sit up here and say, in case you didn't know, Brian used to date this white man named Mississippi. Obviously, Mississippi is not his real name; it's just a code name. And he said he ain't seen that man in 10 years. I said, your big burly Sasquatch looking Chewbacca ass gonna think that man gonna like you the same way as he ain't seen you in 10 years and you done blown up like who knows what. You gained 30, 40 pounds in 3 months, no, in 3 weeks after you stopped taking Moderna. And you think that dude, I'm about to call him that Negro, but no, he ain't a Negro. He's a Negro, okay? Because he gonna see how big you grew and gonna say, oh, hell no. No, no, no. Y'all sitting over there having fantasies about what happened in the past, but that shit is gonna be motherfucking irrelevant. So he mad now, and I can tell Brian lying. Brian lying because he's mad now because the man said he don't want to have no children. Brian gets talking about how he wants to be a father and how he wants to sit up there and go to the parent teacher conferences. I'm like, Negro, like you talking about all like the wonderful joys of having a kid. There are some crazy things that have expenses. Brian is a very selfish individual. We know when he gets mad inconvenience, he has a terrible temper. Terrible temper. Okay, we could tell how when he was sitting up in that restaurant in the middle of nowhere, how like he got all mad because they were taking too long with his damn burger. Imagine a child that's taking too long to cross the motherfucking street. What you gonna do? Throw it in the trash can because they hurry up and couldn't keep up with your big Sasquatch foot having ass? No, you gonna have to have time and patience. What happened if that child don't shut up and stop crying? What you gonna do? Scream or start singing with your bad singing to tear up the baby's eardrums? What are you gonna do, Ryan? You don't need to have no child. Like we sit up here saying Rico didn't need to have no children. You don't need to have no damn child. You have no patience. Okay, you need to go to therapy just for patience alone. For real, for real. It's about, oh, I want to be a daddy. I want to go to the football practices, and I want to know all the teen gossip. I want to know everything. I was like, you in fantasy land. You in child care fantasy land. That's not what parenting is. Parenting is a hard ass job. You got some badass kid that don't want to do what he or she want to do, and you got to sit up there and deal with it, right? Because that's your responsibility, and you got to pay for having that be your responsibility. Like you're not thinking about that. So he's just mad because the man said he don't want to have no kids and all that, you know. And I'm like, something ain't right. Like something ain't right. I think it's more to that. And then he said, "Oh, he not returning the guy's phone calls and all this stuff." And he mad about the do not disturb situation. He mad about the do not disturb because I guess the guy works a very serious job where he has to be up early in the morning and can't be disturbed in the middle of the night by random phone calls. Brian is acting like a child about the situation. I totally understand because I don't believe in that do not disturb shit. Like I don't like people who do not. I mean, you can have the option to have not do not disturb, but you never know. Like when somebody needs to contact you. So you're gonna be sitting up there in a moment of regret because you got your phone on do not disturb. Now I understand people are light sleepers, but that's crazy to me. But he's upset that he don't have that kind of access to that man. What I really think it is, he want to stay snooping on Mississippi to make sure he ain't with nobody. Say, why you ain't answering my phone? Then you see me call, who you sleeping with? Where you be? Where you at? Let me come back. All that other jealous dumb shit. But when he got it on do not disturb, then it kind of like nullifies Brian's argument of going back at him. It's weird. It is really, Brian. When that man see your fat ass, I'm gonna just wrap this up. When Brian, when that man see your fat ass, he's not gonna like you the same way because aesthetics is very key in most times to relationships. And when you saw somebody in a form that they were, you still somewhat think they are in that same form, right? But when he see you, he gonna be like, "Damn, what you been eating?" Right? That's what he gonna say. Oh, and he's sassy, and he gonna be like, "Oh hell no, bitch, bye, bitch, bye." Okay, go tell me when you see Jenny Craig and you done with her, and come back to me. That's what she go. That's what he gonna say to you, right? That's why you only done FaceTime. What? What did I say? FaceTime, right? Because it's not body time, it's FaceTime. Because you only showed that big ass face. Because we know once you show everything else, Brian, you worried about do not disturb. He gonna have you on do not. He gonna have you on a block list indefinitely forever. Okay, and that's what you worried about, Brian. That he gonna block you forever. Okay, and that's when he see. I was just telling you, Brian. You said 10 years. I'm like 10 years, man? 10 years. Oh Lord. Anyway, Dr. Sophie says weight loss, man, is mandatory at the rapture. Oh, the rapture. What was that the rapture was? All right, let me see what's up, Castro Cannon. How you doing? Yeah, that don't work living in the same city. But they don't live in the same city. I think he live in I don't know if he live in the same state or something like that. Who all does that but somebody desperate? I don't know. He might, but uh, Brian don't want to be white. I mean, Brian don't want to be black. He want to be white so bad. For real, for real. For real, for real. In the chat. Dr. Subby says, I work hard. I'm not spending my money where I have to be alert while vacation the raptures. Ah, y'all, I want to know how they gonna feel going to bed. Like, are they gonna put like luggage against the motherfucking door so nobody come in? Like, what? Like, what? How y'all gonna sleep? You know? Philly T says, all my kids are grown and they still drive me crazy. It costs me a lot of money. Exactly. And you know, Brian cheap ass will be like, damn, I want to, where can I get this baby back to? It's too expensive. You know, Brian's selfish like that. Brian Manel says, immature and no self reliant people probably ought to rethink having children. Uppity. Um, and I don't take that back. I just don't, I don't like that situation for a baby. I really don't. Before a child. You know, I really don't. I really don't. Especially the way she be exploiting her baby and all that. Child. All right, let's move on. Oh, also, please thumbs up the live. It'll be tremendously appreciated. Also, if you want to, please send us just a $sign Sir King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated as well. StreamYards up here talking about I owe them money. So I'm definitely trying to duck and dodge still, child. Anyway. So lastly, I want to talk about Jay Wilson. And I feel like based on Castro, this is where you may come up in my conversation right now. I feel like Jay Wilson is a danger to black men, especially young black men. Seeing the commentary that he has recently done involving young black men, Castro, Tommy, Brian, and now recently Rico, I feel like he's a danger to young black men. Oftentimes, I feel this whole situation Rico had to suffer what he did due to obviously you can say maybe because of K Ryan, but I also think a lot of what transpired was due to Jay Wilson too, because Jay Wilson was sitting up there low key, indirectly, vague. You can say vague with a veil, encouraging people to call the police. Oh, Rico, don't get on that Chinese bus. You know they gonna call the police. You know they gonna call the police, Rico. You hear me? Call the police. You don't want to go to jail. Police, police, police. You know Karen gonna call the police. The police, Rico. You be careful what you say. Police, police, police. So I'm like, yo, man, what you doing, man? To that whole Castro situation. Whether it was Tommy or Castro, Tommy. Oh, hurry up and file a report. File a report. If you see that gun, file a report. You don't want the police to know. Protect yourself. File a. So I'm like, dog, what you doing? You always sitting up here encouraging people to get the law involved on shit that didn't even really happen. And I felt like a lot of people felt incentivized to call the police because your dumb ass was saying it. Like for real, like you always want to get people, always want to hand them over to the man. It's just weird to me. Oh, Tommy, get the police report. Because if you file first, then in their eyes you look. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you trying to fuck up somebody's life and put them in the system? That's just so weird to me. That's just so that's just weird to me. And then you gonna do the same shit to Rico too. Everything's the police. Get the police involved. Fire the police. The law for the lawless. The law for the lawless. The law. And I'm like, I just can't stand like people weaponizing the law, and then the people on here who don't know no better sitting up there calling the police too. That's just that's so bothersome. And whoever is your public, I don't know who you got consulting you in terms of your new broadcast format with this cursing, but this cursing is a dud. It's a no. It's a wash. It needs to go. It's a womp womp. Okay, they need to get the Sandman on your ass because it ain't good. You don't even know how to curse. You get a big no, ho. Okay? Over there calling ho. You can't handle me, ho. Ho, I let you on my program. Ho. And I'm like, yo, you don't even, yo, the ho is not even in flow with what you saying. He over there calling YTC camera a hoe. Oh, that hoe over there. And I'm like, whoa, bro, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. Like, yo, like, why you calling that lady a hoe? Like, that. It's just like whoever's directing you, like, need to take you. You talking about you got 7 degrees in ministry? You need to get you some degrees in cursing and take some cursing classes because you suck. You suck at cursing. Like it don't flow, bitch, bitch. Like who say bitch like that? Like you need to listen to some of the best curses in the B sector and pick up on that. You always stealing other people's shit. The girls aren't well. The girls are not well. Them stole that from somebody named Lucius Lustrous or whatever her damn name. I said, do you ever come up with anything of your own? Do you really? You were just a terrible cursor. Terrible cursor. And you just think you so blessed and highly favored because you got a living. What did he say today? He had a living increase. A living increase. I'm blessed. No. Something ain't right over there. Something ain't right over there. I'm blessed. I'm living in abundance. No, you're not. You're not. You gotta wear a trinket of you and your boyfriend around your neck, okay? Because you done cheated so much. So Mark done made you wear a trinket anywhere you go of him and his big bald head ass and your big bald head ass. So anybody that approaches you and may have interest in you already know you taking because you cheat on his right. Who do that? Who wear a trinket of them and their boyfriend together around their neck? What? Oh Lord. Anyway, Jay Wilson, cut it with the cursing. Cut it with the cursing. It's not good. You don't know how to curse. I'm just, he's on. Oh, bitch. And now he's starting to use the N word, y'all. Now he's starting to use the N word, nigga. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. What hood did he go to, or what corner did he stand on and get some cursing classes? Are he using the N word? I was like, what in the hell? What format? I'm just like, see, I'm Dr. Sophie. I'm sitting up here wondering, what, where you? I'm trying to think where this man, and I don't listen. Please don't take this the wrong way, y'all. But I'm like, where? Okay, let me say, what institution or business would be happy if they employee using this on a public platform? That vernacular and vocabulary. I just don't understand it because before he was being very cautious of what transpired on his platform and the vernacular that he's used, but now he calling people hoes and nigga and all this other stuff, and I'm like, what are you working for a correctional facility? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's using no damn AI. Rico the Sleeves. What's up, Lawana Dix? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. In the blood. What did he say? What did he say? He said something, not in the blood. I don't know. Not the blood of Jesus. In the name of Jesus or something. And people keep using religion. No sound. Y'all hear no sound? I hear sound. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Um, can y'all hear me? I guess they can't hear me. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. What's up, Random? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. What happened to Jay Wilson? I don't know. But it's just I don't know. It's just okay. Oh, I had a glitch. Okay, it's that's called technology, I guess. Okay, so Dr. Service is even here. I try not to code switch, but he definitely doing that, I guess. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I don't know. It's just that whole situation that's going on with Jay Wilson is weird. I think it's dangerous. I do worry one day that all that braggadocious bullshit and the whole curtain gonna get pulled and we're gonna see everything that's going on. To be honest. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I just wish he would change his ways and stop playing with God. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna drop my link in case anybody got anything else that they want to talk to, and then I gotta take my ass to bed because I'm tired. But I want to give my insights with the people. Um, and that's about it. I mean, I'll drop the link in case y'all got anything y'all want to say. Um, that's about it. Jay Wilson needs an exorcist. Well, he's attached to the coin, and I think he really needs the money. He talking about he keep bragging about how much he made in his monetary goal, but look how many, like, look how long he's just creating a lot of ill will unnecessarily. I don't know. I was just he was just sitting up there talking, "Oh, education will change your life. Education will change your life. Rico, you need to go to school. Education will change your life." And I'm sitting up there saying, if people are looking at you and your actions and how you act, would they be motivated to get an education? And that's to each their own. So, that's what I was saying. I don't know. I don't know. So, um, but other than that, that's all I really got for y'all. So stay tuned. I know VS been talking about the B sector more and all that. She's talking about something else the other day. I forgot what that was, but and then oh Lord, and that's the J Dunn going at it. I don't who knows. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. That's about it. All right. Anybody got any other questions? And I'm about to up out of here. Keena, if you're still in here, Keena, if you're still in here, I think Apple has earnings tomorrow and Amazon. I don't know. Apple, I don't think it's going to do well because most of their stuff is manufactured in China and they're behind in the AI race. So I just wanted to share that with you regarding that. Meta has earnings tomorrow. Not Meta, excuse me. Amazon has earnings tomorrow too as well. So we shall see. With that being said, that's about it, y'all. That's it. That's all I really got for you. Um. Oh, one last thing. Okay. One last thing. I feel if the OGs were to come back, they could definitely reclaim this area, because I don't think the YNs ain't got that kind of pizzazz that the OGs have and still have. They just see what YouTube has done to their life and it's like F that. That's the only thing um that's holding that back from happening. Did anyone bail out Rico's dog yet? That's a good question. I don't think anybody's gonna take on the responsibility of Rico's dog that we know in the sector. Now somebody outside the sector may do it, but not in the sector. SK, you used to have a guest years ago by the name of Jasmine or whatever. Became her. Yeah, I know who she is. Why are you asking that question? Yeah, Keena, I was just saying that Apple and Amazon have earnings tomorrow, so it should be interesting to see what happens. Also, the job report comes out on Friday. They said that's going to be a big determination or something, I guess, if the markets go up and down. I think the O's are tired and have moved on. Many of them are reclaiming their real life. Yeah, I agree. Well, whatever you want to call them, Rico. Rico the Sleeves, whatever you want to call them. Okay, Shush Trish, old dusty ass chair. Why are you asking about Jasmine? I don't know. I mean, all I would tell you about that Jasmine situation when Jasmine was over here, I had the private stuff when she would come on because she did. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on with that situation. Like, well, I ain't talked to her in 5 years, so 4 years. So I guess I can say what I need to say now. I don't know. I had a private a lot of stuff because she had some stalker or some shit following her ass around. For what I remember, I do think she's still around though. I do feel the way I see things moving and the way I see certain comments and people addressing her. I do think she's still here, but maybe under a different name. Now I do feel like she's had somebody who's stalking her. I mean, stalker. I hate to say stalking her ass, but stalking her and for protection of people who are was a supporter of the platform. I had to private things to protect their privacy. So um, that's a tidbit of information that maybe y'all don't care to want to know, but I'm sure it'll be interesting for some who were around because those videos that I had with her on my platform are in the vault, you know. So, but she's not the only one I had the private videos because they wanted to protect their privacy and stuff like that. So, uh, so in case you were wondering, but I have not had any communication with her in years. Years, yeah. But other than that, that's about it. Anybody else got any other questions? Uh, Trish, old dusty ass chair. Do you have another question you want to get answered? Feel free, because I've been here for a minute, so I could definitely answer any questions. If you care to want to answer, I'm gonna try to answer it. To be honest, uh, yeah, yeah. And then another thing was really interesting is like people who try to escape the beach sector. You can't. You can't. No, it ain't. What you say? Why you sorry you asked? That's a lot. Why is it a lot? It's just the truth. Um, they can't never escape it. Like some people who left and intentionally left can't escape it because what they did on the internet lasts forever, right? And even though it may not be here, people still remember the accounts, right? So that was pretty interesting that people had left and strategically like absconded this area, but their name keep coming up. I was like, damn. And they done everything. They done everything to separate from this area, and their names just keep coming. Man, that's why you gotta be careful who you hang out with, what you do, and how you enter this area. So yeah. But shish Trish, old dusty ass chair. You said, "Oh wow, no, that's not." I mean, you asked. That, I mean, that's the truth of the matter. I don't. I mean, I don't pry, but that's that situation. Like like uh, it's like you surprised. I was surprised too. Keena, you have to move out of the sector if you want to grow your channel in a new audience. Keena, to be honest, it's like as a social media, it's like, do you want that? Like, it's weird. I'll be all over YouTube, and no matter where you go, you always gonna have to deal with crazy people. And then it's like, who? Oh, um, It's because there's crazy people everywhere. Like I watch in the financial area. There are people hating on people because these people are successful and find a way to make money, right? So earn your leisure, Keenan. They were talking. I was just for somehow I got bounced to them. I don't really watch them, but I got bounced to them. So I was listening to them in the background, and they were talking about how they putting on the Invest Fest, right? And Invest Fest, I guess, is where they're gonna have all the companies, major companies, come in and talk about finance and all this stuff. And I guess one of their people, I guess, got charged with not people, but one of the people they got they have it as a I don't know a guest speaker or something. I don't know. Got charged with PPP fraud. So everybody trying to drag earn your leisure at oh my God, you having these fake like look, they say, look, we are inviting people. We can't be like micromanaging every single detail of what happened to them. We just here to provide y'all with successful people. And when you successful, people put frivolous lawsuits on you for nothing. Because in all honesty, if you got a lawsuit on you, I'm talking about big people, they're most likely going to settle because it's going to cost them more money with attorney fees than just writing you a $5,000 to $10,000 check rather than $200,000 in legal fees for some shit that didn't even happen. Like $200,000 in 2 years, or pay you off for $5,000 to $10,000 and let you be on your way. So some people just do that shit because they know how to hustle the legal system. So that's crazy. So yeah, stuff happens all over. So like going to a different area and different that's like same animal, same beast, just different color and different category. That's it. Mm-mm. So, going to the Jamaican side. So it's all the same, right, Rico? Rico the sleaze. So yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. It's hate all over. It's hate all over, which is sad. It's hate all over. But that's the way our world. That's the way the social media world is crazy. You know, you think of mommy sector, you're like, oh, they talk about babies and how to have them grow. But I'm hearing like they the most vicious. I'm like, damn. So you never know. But yeah. But that's with that being said, that's all I got for y'all. That's it. Prayers up to Rico. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture, $ circle crown. It was good to see y'all. And thank you, Michelle's daughter, for your nice gesture. I appreciate your kindness. So thank you once again. Tell Michelle I said hello. All right, and thank you to all my wonderful moderators and supporters. Okay. And with that being said, I'm up out of here. Y'all take care. And be grateful and be thankful for all that y'all have. For real, for real. I think a lot of us take for granted. Oh, what's up, Rule Shaker? How you doing? A lot of us take for granted, the normalcy that we have. Shit, we have toilets. Well, most of us have toilets and clean water and stuff like that. You be over in some other countries and they ain't got that shit. You got to go outside. You got to sit up there and hope that the water that you drinking ain't contaminated. With some kind of crazy ass disease. mm I don't know. So. But bye, y'all. Thank y'all for being attentive. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, y'all learned something. With that being said, I'm out of here. Take care, y'all. Bye. Prayer for California. What happened to California? What happened to California? Mm-hmm. Well, prayers to California. Was it? Nah, that was somewhere else. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care, y'all. Bye now. Peace in the Middle East. See y'all later. Ooh, child. And this is an honor for Spiller Boy and his cruise that's happening in 2026. Okay. All right, Jamaica 2026. If you want to see all that on the cruise ship. All right, y'all. You said tsunami is headed that way, child. Hey, 2025. Mother Nature is not playing with California. I don't know what they done did to piss her off. That's not funny, but woo, child. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Have a good one. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.